YouTube, Greg Nelson, Love My Garage. I got a little project I'm working on for you this morning. I have a ski from a 1997 Yamaha Mountain Max, and we're going to throw some ice scratchers on that ski. Now, for those of you that are new to ice scratchers, these newer sleds that we have high facts that run along the bottom of the track, and it needs a lot of snow to lubricate that high fact so it doesn't melt to your track. Also, a lot of snow is needed back in the track area to kick up to cool the heat exchangers on your sled. So these newer modern day sleds need a lot of snow. When you're riding on hard-packed ground, hard-packed trail where there's not a lot of deep snow, the scratchers go down into the snow, flip up chunks of ice and pieces of snow up into your track to help lubricate and cool off your snow machine. I'm kind of a believer that the ice scratchers mounted up on the skis are a little bit better, because then the entire track gets hit with the ice chips and pieces of snow that it flips up, versus just the last half of the skid with the more traditional scratchers. So I'm going to mount some scratchers on my skis, and again, if you happen to have a Yamaha Mountain Max, which probably not many of you do, this will be exactly what you need to do. If you have a different kind of a ski, then this will just serve as a good idea, and you'll have to do a few tweaks of your own to figure some things out so that you can do it the right way. But there's all kinds of ways to do this. I'm going to show you real quick the way that I chose to do it. So come on over here if you would. I went down to my local cow ranch store and I bought a couple of baler teeth. For this one happened to be for a John Deere, but these teeth, let's see, these teeth kind of hook together, and they come looking kind of like that right there. And I've cut them off so that I have the little arch piece that I need to hook onto my ski. So I went and took a little piece of hardwood and made myself a little bit of a spacer, and I drilled a 5/16 hole through this piece of hardwood. Then over here, I drilled a 5/16 hole in either side of my ski, just behind the spindle where the spindle mounts on. So then I take this little piece of spacer and I slide it into here. And then I slide this bolt through there. There'll be another washer on this other side over here that we'll get. And then we slide this whole setup right through the ski here. And then this little arch I showed you a minute ago, it hooks right here on the bracket of the ski. And then it gets into place there. And then that thing is spring loaded, so it wants to go down. And you push it up. I drilled a little hole back here in the back of the ski where I can set this thing when it's at rest. And I didn't drill the hole all the way through the ski. I just drilled down a little bit into the top, that same 5/16 hole there. And then that fits right in there, and it rides there just right. So when you get to that hard packed trail, you reach up, pop these down, both of these on the inside of your skis, and that'll flip up all the ice and snow that you need to lubricate your track and your high facts and your heat exchangers. Throw a little bolt or nut on this other side, tighten that all in. It's very, very solid. This little piece right here of hardwood that I have, all that is a spacer to hold. It's got to be just a little bit smaller than the diameter of the inside of this spring, and it just holds it there. Otherwise, it'd be flopping around. So I built one. I got another one over here on the side that I'm painting and getting ready to put on the other side. And then I got another sled this afternoon I'm going to work on, and I'm going to put some on that one as well. And I know from a previous sled that I put these on, they work very, very well. So you might be wondering how did I decide to put this hole in here. Check out over here, Jacob, my son Jacob on the camera today. I just took this fender washer and I rolled it down this track here till it got, when the top of that washer became flush with that incline right there, that's where I drilled the hole. And I did the same thing on the other side, rolled it back till it got right there, drilled the hole, and it came out just right. So both of these scratchers I built cost me less than $5 for both skis. So some of these scratchers that you see for skis range between $50 and $250. So with about an hour of time and about $5, I made some really effective, nice scratchers for my skis. And again, these are a specific Yamaha Mountain Max ski. If you don't have that ski, a similar thing can be done, but it'll require a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of different modification for you. But that's the general idea, is buying a spring-loaded baler tooth, loading it to the ski, and off you go. They weigh almost nothing, so if you're worried about weight, throwing a bunch of weight on your sled, this is just a couple of ounces worth of stuff. So there you go, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos on my channel, Love My Garage, and appreciate you watching. Have a great day.